The reaction is base induced dehydrohallucination, that is E2 elimination, or it is also called as beta elimination. Now this dehydrohallucination is an elimination of halogen halide, that is HX, to give alkene. It is also called as beta elimination. Now see this reaction. So here 1 bromo, this is 1 bromo, 1,2-diphenyl propane, this molecule, 1 bromo 1,2-diphenyl propane molecule, when it is reacted with alkaline alcoholic KOH, alcoholic KOH will remove HBr atom. So this bromine and hydrogen atom is removed. So that D means elimination or removal of hydro, dehydro means hydrogen, and halo means halogen. The hydrogen and halogen is eliminated. So that's why this is called as D. So dehydrohallucination reaction of this 1 bromo 1,2-diphenyl propane in presence of alcoholic KOH to give 1,2-diphenyl propane. So here if you see this has this HBr has left and we have got alkene. So the rate of the reaction is dependent upon the concentration of both alkyl halide, means this one, as well as base. Hence it is called as second order reaction. So this is second order elimination. This is also called as beta elimination because the atom from beta position are eliminated. So this is alpha with respect to Br and this is beta with respect to Br. So this is hydrogen and bromine at beta position with respect to each other are eliminated, and hence this is called as beta elimination. Now elimination takes place preferably in anti-periplanar conformation. Now I will show you what is anti-periplanar conformation. See this molecule. So we have converted this molecule into Sahas projection formula. So Sahas projection formula, simply molecule is simply like this. So I'll draw this molecule in this way also. So from the previous reaction, see this C6H5, C6H5, H and Br are there. So this is the bromine atom, hydrogen atom. When these bromine and hydrogen atoms are away from each other, the conformation is called as anti-periplanar, and this is staggered form of the conformation. Okay, so see this molecule, you can also write this molecule in the this one eclipse form like this. Okay, we can convert this molecule from eclipse form into the Fischer projection formula. Over here it is Br atom, then here it is hydrogen atom, then CH3, this one, and this is C6H5, phenyl group. Similarly, this is the hydrogen and this is the C6H5. Now in this case you will see that the two phenyl groups are towards same side, so it is called as erythro. Hydrogen and bromine atom are there. So this is not free-paired conformation, staggered eclipse conformation, because two phenyl groups are towards the same side, and that's why that is not a proper conformation for the reaction, because there will be steric crowding and it will be unstable. It will repel each other due to decrease in van der Waals radii. In this case, the hydrogen and bromine are away from each other. It is called as anti-periplanar. It is syn-periplanar because the leaving groups are present very close to each other. Here the leaving group H and Br are away from each other, that's why it is anti-periplanar. Phenyl groups are also away from each other, so that's why this is anti-periplanar. So therefore this is the preferred configuration or conformation for the elimination reaction. Now see, anti-periplanar conformation is more stable as it is staggered. You will see that they are away from each other. Syn-periplanar is less stable as both phenyl groups are eclipsed with respect to each other. Anti-periplanar undergo anti or trans elimination, means here hydrogen and bromine from anti position are eliminated as both an hydrogen and Br groups are away from each other, while syn-periplanar conformation undergoes cis elimination or syn elimination as the groups are closer to each other, which is unfavorable because we know that there is repulsion amongst them, and this is the Orbitals are not in proper alignment for the elimination reaction as well. So this is preferred conformation for the elimination reaction, anti-periplanar. Now this is stereospecific reaction. Why it is so? Because see this, these phenyl groups are towards same side. So this is erythro. Okay, so we call it as erythro. Now when erythro compound is undergoing elimination, this molecule is written in the Sahas reaction formula like this. So this is Br. Simply how to write this, I'll just write once more in front of you. This is the central carbon-carbon single bond. This is the Br atom. Okay, then this is the methyl group. We can also write methyl group over here. Okay, I haven't do any change over here. Then this is C6H5. Simply we have to write C6H5. So pH I will write or C6H5. And next is here this hydrogen atom. That's it. It is done writing the carbon atom. This carbon atom can be written in similar way, C6H5, then hydrogen. Okay. Now we have to eliminate this bromine and this hydrogen. So simply we can rotate it through this angle over here. So hydrogen comes here, CH3 comes here, and C6H5 comes here. Alright. So when the elimination reaction takes place, this hydrogen is eliminated and this bromine it is eliminated. Now configuration will not change. Phenyl groups will remain to same side of the double bond. So that's why cis compound is formed. So erythro upon dehydrohalogenation or beta elimination gives cis product. Then next trio. In trio, hydrogen or phenyl groups are towards opposite side of each other. So I have written this molecule in eclipse form in the same way. Br over here, CH3 over here. So like simply drawing a central carbon-carbon single bond. Then this Br, this group Br. Then this CH3 can also be written over here, CH3. And simply this C6H5 over here. You just cease to, and here hydrogen atom. And similarly here it is hydrogen and here it is C6H5. Now what we are going to do, we have to bring Br and hydrogen in anti-periplanar conformation. This is favorable or preferred conformation. So we can rotate it through a 45-degree angle. So hydrogen comes over here, CH3 goes over here and C6H5 comes over here. Now here C6H5 and hydrogen Br are staggered with respect to each other. So that's why there will be elimination reaction and it will be resulting into the trans. So stereochemistry of the reactant decides the stereochemistry of the product. That means what? Erythro gives cis product and trio gives trans product. So that's why this is the definition of stereospecific reaction. The stereochemistry of the reactant decides the stereochemistry of the product. So these two are distereoisomers of each other. These cis and trans isomers are also distereoisomers of each other. That means these are not mirror images of each other, and that's why this reaction is called as distereospecific reaction. So beta elimination or dehydrohalogenation or A2 elimination is distereospecific reaction because erythroisomer of the reactant gives cis product and threoisomer of the reactant gives trans product. Erythro and threo are distereoisomers of each other. Similarly, in product, cis and trans isomers are also distereoisomers of each other. So that's why dehydrohalogenation reaction or beta elimination reaction is distereospecific reaction.